Good evening, everybody. Excuse my delay and my... I'm still setting up, and I excuse the delay already, but I only discovered at 21:30 that I was going to be reading this evening. So here I am setting up for you guys, and I've got some incense going. I had to throw a dress on quickly. And yes, so give me 2 seconds. And Beth, thank you very much for the hearts. And Saman, if you are online, please share this, because I can't, my goodness, they've wrapped this tight in something. Hi, everyone. I can't even have to put any music on in the background. I swear I will put some music on in a minute. And maybe light some candles. Welcome to my office. This is my office, and I am reading from here again. There's a bright light just behind me. What is that? Oh, that's my ceiling light. Here we go. So we've got some, my husband's going to love this. We've got some burny, smelly stuff to get us going. Here we go. Tuck, tuck, tuck. But don't lean that way because I don't want you to fall on my piano. So my office is replete with piano, desk, sound system, candles. Let's light some candles, shall we? Make it really romantic for us all. So I have no idea what the story is going to be like today, as you know, I just said I am reading and having not expected to read. So let me see if I can get some, oh, ouch, that hurt. Some nice music for you all. A bit of light. Ta-da. This is how they do it in Hollywood, kids. And then some beautiful, beautiful music to start off our evening. So I might have to adjust it. Yes, I can see I do. While I'm adjusting, let me just get some music going too. Then we'll all be well. I haven't given my password. Here we go. Saman, again, if you are watching this, please do feel free to share. Oh, my internet is so slow today. It's painful. Right. So let's get this going, shall we? We want the candles in. Check. The smellies. Check. Me. Maybe me not so much. Check. Here we go. Ah, my pretty, oh, here we go. Yoga with Adrian. That's my newest thing at the moment, by the way, everyone, is doing yoga online. I'm trying to do it daily, although I didn't do it yesterday. Let's see what happens when I pull this one up. Here we go. Oh, this sounds interesting, doesn't it? Relaxing Arabic music. Should we go with that one? Hi, Christy. It's so nice to see you. A little advert first. Duck, duck, duck. Skip ads. Let's hope and pray for the best, shall we? Ooh, that sounds good, doesn't it? All right. So let me just double check. Actually, I want this. I prefer this one. So, haha. I haven't even, oh yes, I did take the old pages out. Make sure that I haven't got any clothes lying around the place. This behind me, for those of you who are interested in Vienna Theatre Project and what we do in Vienna. Let me do this. Let me turn this way, actually. There we go. That's my piano right there. Behind me, well, that's a bit bright, that light, isn't it? Is my desk and my piano. And that's where Vienna Theatre Project does all its work. Let's put that here so it's not in. And being in the theatre business, of course, we try to know as much about lighting as we can without actually having the lights officially here. So here I am. That's quite nice, that music. There we go. So, good evening, everyone. It is so lovely to be with you this evening. Again, I do apologise for the delay, and I will start without further ado and read you from the 176th night onwards. Hi Sandra, it's lovely for you to join us. Yeah, let's see how we go, shall we? Right, hold on a second. I'm just gonna... Oh, I have to refresh that page. Modern technology is fantastic, isn't it? Whoever the third person is that's just joined, thank you very much. Here we go. Let's see if I can share this with a few folks myself. Yeah, we had a very interesting day today because actually I thought the show had finished, but unfortunately there's a show on in Vienna that... Oh. There's a show on in Vienna where unfortunately the cast have been somewhat whitewashed, and this has caused a little bit of an uproar. Share in a group. Is it going to list it to me, or is it just going to give me one group to share? Ah, it's doing that one group share thing again. All right, that's it. Game over. Oh, I'm going to turn this down a bit. So, and we really don't appreciate whitewashing very much at the end of this project, so it's a real shame that that's going on. But, which is one of the reasons also why we're so delayed today. I hope you are all very well, and wherever you are in the world, when you do listen in finally, if you're not listening in live, that you enjoy today's reading, that you are looking after yourselves. If you are in lockdown, I just spoke to a friend and I did not realise, but she had been in lockdown for 3 months or something in Australia, or sort of a very close lockdown. They weren't allowed outside of 5 kilometres of where they lived, and so on and so forth. Really, really crazy stuff. So I hope wherever you are in the world, you are keeping safe and able to function as best as you possibly can. There we go. All right. So without further ado, now, when it was the 176th night, Scheherazade said, "It had reached me, O auspicious king, that when Prince Kamar al-Zaman had prayed, conjoining them in one, the prayers of sundown and nightfall, he sat down on the well and began reciting the Quran, and he repeated the cow, the house of Imran, and YS, the compassionate, blessed be the king, unity, and the 2 talismans. And he ended with blessings and supplication and was saying, I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the stoned. Then he lay down upon his couch, which was covered with a mattress of satin from Al-Mahadin town, the same one on both sides, and stuffed with the raw silk of Iraq. And under his head was a pillow filled with ostrich down. And when ready for sleep, he doffed his outer clothes and threw off his bag trousers and lay down in a shirt of delicate stuff, smooth as wax, and he donned a headkerchief of azure marazi cloth. And at such time, and on this guise, Kamar al-Zaman was like the full orbed moon when it riseth on its 14th night. And look, I don't know if you can see, I don't know why the angel is there, but this is of course a European translation, everybody, and I apologise to my Middle Eastern friends because I don't know whether an angel would be correct, but in the picture there is an angel. This is a little bit like, I don't know if any of you from the UK and remember Jack and Nori when we were little, and some famous person, not me, would be sitting reading a story, or your parents. Remember when your parents used to read you stories and they would show you books? So there you are, there's Kamar Zaman sleeping, and what looks like an angel or a spirit guide watching over him. Oh, and look, oh, I didn't put my lamp up. And there's a little Aladdin's lamp in the corner. How fantastic. I love those Aladdin's lamps. Drawing over his head a coverlet of silk, he fell asleep with the lanthorn burning at his feet and the wax candle over his head. and he ceased not sleeping through the first third of the night, not knowing what lurked for him in the womb of the future, and what the Omniscient had decreed for him. Now, as fate and fortune would have it, both tower and saloon were old, and had been many years deserted, and there was therein a Roman well inhabited by a Jinnia of the seed of Iblis, the accursed, by name of Maimuna, daughter of Al-Dimiryat, a renowned king of the Jann. And Scheherazade perceived the dawn of day and ceased saying her permitted say. Let's find out what happens next, shall we? Because don't forget, he's in prison by the decree of his father, who can't sleep all night long because he's put his son in prison and he's feeling very guilty about it. Remember, let's see if we can get this. Ooh, these candles to fall down, do we? I've got these candles sitting on cloth at the moment. Ah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's my incense. It's very, very lovely. So, everybody, now, when it was the 177th night, Scheherazade said, "It hath reached me, O auspicious king, that the name of the Jinnia in question was Maimuna, daughter of Al-Dimiryat, a renowned king of the Jann. And as Kamar al-Zaman continued sleeping till the first third of the night, Maimuna came up out of the Roman well and made for the firmament, thinking to listen by stealth to the converse of the angels. But when she reached the mouth of the well, she saw a light shining in the tower, contrary to custom. And having dwelt there many years without seeing the like, she had said to herself, never have I witnessed aught like this, and marvelling much at the matter, determined that there must be some cause therefore. So she made for the light and found the eunuch sleeping within the door, and inside she saw a couch spread, whereon was a human form with a wax candle burning at his head, and the lanthorn at his feet. And she wondered to see the light, and stole towards it, little by little. Then she folded her wings and stood by the bed, and drawing back the coverlid, discovered Kamar al-Zaman's face. She was motionless for a full hour in admiration and wonderment, for the lustre of his visage outshone that of the candle. His face beamed like a pearl with light. His eyelids were languorous like those of the gazelle. The pupils of his eyes were intensely black and brilliant. His cheeks were rosy red. His eyebrows were arched like bows, and his breath exhaled a scent of musk. And as saith of him the poet, I kissed him. Darker grew those pupils, which seduced my soul, and cheeks flushed rosier hue. O heart, if slanderers dare to deem there be his like in charms, say, bring him hither, you. Now, when Maimuna saw him, she pronounced the formula of praise and said, Blessed be Allah, the best of creators. For she was of the true believing jinn, and she stood a while gazing on his face, exclaiming and envying the youth, his beauty, and his loveliness. And she said in herself, By Allah, I will do no hurt to him, nor let any harm him. Nay, from all of evil will I ransom him. For this fair face deserveth not but that folk should gaze upon it, and for it praise the Lord. Yet how could his family find it in their hearts to leave him in such a desert place where, if one of our Marids came upon him at this hour, he would surely slay him? Then the Ifritah, Maimunah, bent over him and kissed him between the eyes, and presently drew back the sheet over his face, which she covered up. And after this she spread her wings, and soaring into the air flew upwards. And after rising high from the circle of the saloon, she ceased not winging her way through the air and ascending skywards till she drew near the heaven of this world, the lowest of the heavens. And behold, she heard the noisy flapping of wings cleaving the welkin, and directing herself by the sound, she found, when she drew near it, that the noise came from an Ifrit called Danash. So she swooped down on him like a sparrow hawk, and when he was aware of her and knew her to be Maimunah, the daughter of the king of the Jinn, he feared her, and his side muscles quivered, and he implored her forbearance, saying, I conjure thee, by the most great and august name, and by the most noble talisman graven upon the seal ring of Solomon, entreat me kindly, and harm me not. When she heard those words, her heart inclined to him, and she said, Verily, thou conjurest, O accursed, with a mighty conjuration. Nevertheless, I will not let thee go till thou tell me whence thou comest at this hour. He replied, O princess, know that I am come from the uttermost end of Chinaland, and from among the islands, and I will tell thee of wonderful thing I have seen this night. If thou find my words true, let me wend my way, and write me a patent under thy hand with thy sign manual that I am thy freed man. So none of the jinn hosts, whether of the upper who fly, or of the lower who walk the earth, or of those who dive beneath the waters, do let me or hindrance. Rejoined Maimunah, and what is it thou hast seen this night, O liar, O accursed? Tell me, without leasing, and think not to escape from my hand with falses. For I swear to thee by the letters graven upon the bezel of the seal ring of Solomon, David's son, on both of whom be peace, accept thy speech, be true. I will pluck out thy feathers with mine own hands, and strip off thy skin, and break thy bones. Quoth the Ifrit, Danash, son of Shamhurish, the flyer, I accept, O my lady, these conditions. And Shahrazad perceived the dawn of day, and ceased saying her permitted say. Now, when it was the 178th night, she said, It hath reached me, O auspicious king, that Danash spoke thus to Maimunah, I accept, O my lady, these conditions. Then he resumed, Know, O my mistress, that I come tonight from the islands of the inland sea in the parts of China, which are the realms of King Gayur, lord of the islands and seas and the 7 palaces. There I saw a daughter of his, than whom Allah hath made none fairer in her time. I cannot picture her to thee, for my tongue would fail to describe her with the due of her praise. But I will name to thee a somewhat of her charms by way of approach. Now, her hair is like the nights of disunion and separation, and her face like the days of union and delectation. And right well have the poets said when picturing her. She dispread the locks from her head one night, showing fourfold nights into one night run, and she turned her visage towards the moon, and 2 moons showed at moment one. She hath a nose like the edge of a burnished blade, and cheeks like purple wine or anemones running blood red. Her lips as coral and cornelian shine, and the water of her mouth is sweeter than old wine. It taste would quench hell's fiery pain. Her tongue is moved by wit of high degree and ready repartee. Her breast is a seduction to all that see it. Glory be to him who fashioned it and finished it. And joined thereto are 2 upper arms smooth and rounded, even as saith her the poet Al-Wahalan. She hath wrists which, did her bangles not contain, would run from out her sleeves in sylvan rain. She hath breasts like 2 globes of ivory, from whose brightness the moons borrow light, and a stomach with little waves as if it were a figured cloth of the finest Egyptian linen made by the Copts, with creases like folded scrolls, ending in a waist slender past all the power of imagination, based upon back parts like a hillock of blown sand, that force her to sit when she would lief stand, and awaken her when she fain would sleep, even as saith of her and describeth her the poet. She hath those hips conjoined by the thread of waist, hips that o'er me and her to tyrannize my thoughts they daze whene'er I think of them, and weigh her down whene'er she would uprise. And those back parts are upborne by thighs, and smooth and round, and by a calf like a column of pearl. And all this reposeth upon 2 feet, narrow, slender, and pointed like spear blades, the handiwork of the protector and requiter. I wonder how, of their littleness, they can sustain what is above them. But I cut short my praises of her charms, fearing lest I be tedious. And Scheherazade perceived the dawn of day, and ceased saying her permitted say. It's still burning. My goodness, I'm going to stop today. What time have we got? Well, I read for 25 minutes, I think. Thank you very much for the hearts. Thank you very much. Hi, Saladin. Thank you very it's great to see you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Wong. I'm sorry if I said anybody's names wrong. Hi, Ben. It's so great to have people online. It's really, really wonderful to talk to you all. I'm just going to get back into my computer because I've got this stupid lockdown thing going on my computer where I sort of don't do anything for 30 seconds and it stops and turns itself off, and that's very annoying. I'm going to put this music up a little bit because it's very pretty, isn't it? It's very pretty music. Actually, you know what? This time last year, I was in Morocco, and I don't know whether you've ever been to Morocco. It's a beautiful, well, actually, I was in Marrakesh, so I can't talk too much about Morocco. I can talk about Marrakesh, and I can say it is a beautiful, beautiful old city. Well, certainly the inner part is the old town in which I stayed, and I stayed in a beautiful hotel in the old town, is it called a riad, I think? And can't remember, and I apologize if I said that wrong, but it was very beautiful, and that's where I was last year. And I would walk around the town, and the Adnan would suddenly start playing at the right times, and it was a real gift. So it's been fun reading tonight. I didn't expect to, as I said. It was fun reading though, and listening to this music, and having the last 3 days had I miss my land. Yeah, I get it. Salahuddin, who is online with us with the evening, comes from Morocco. So, and he's going to be reading for us, by the way, on Thursday. So do tune in on Thursday, because on Thursday, Salahuddin is going to be reading poetry by, and if I pulled up, I think his text message. Let me see if I can find that for you. If I pull up his text message, I can tell you potentially what he's going to be reading. Anyway, he is going to be reading. Here we go. Did you get my email? No, I did not get your email, Saladin, but I'm sure it'll come. He's got, and I do apologize if I say this wrong. What? Email? Yes, yes. Hi, Tim. It's lovely to see you. If you didn't get catch the reading yet, and you only just joined us, we finished reading, and I'm just having a chat because I've got nothing better to do this evening. So Saladin will be reading for you on Thursday, and he is going to be reading from Khalil Gibran's The Prophet poetry in Arab. Check this out. Arabic. Did I say that right? Arabic, French, and English. He even offered to do it in Italian one day, and I said, I'm sure everyone is going to be so flabbergasted at you reading it and giving us the gift of you reading it in those 3 different languages. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tim, but that was the way it was tonight. I wasn't even supposed to be reading, but, you know, these things happen. Such is the way of the world. I was just about to make myself a cup of tea. I was about to go downstairs and make myself a cup of tea when I suddenly got a phone call saying, I can't read tonight, can you read? So here I am, reading, just talking to you all. So, dear friends, I am going to, so don't forget, The Prophet, Khalil Gibran on Thursday, read by Salahuddin, and I don't know who's going to be reading the rest of the week. It might be me. Hopefully Saman will join us at some stage. But do join us. If you missed our lovely reading at the Shakespeare and Company bookshop in Vienna from last Thursday, feel free to go and check that out, because we have some live music from that evening by Kamyab, who is creating, check this out, a soundtrack for us. Who is creating a soundtrack for us, especially for us, for our 1001 Nights. He's going to create a whole album, and this guy is absolutely fantastic. He studied in Tehran at the music school there, and he studied under some masters playing guitar. He plays the piano. He studied singing as well. And he is a conductor. He is a composer. He's studying at the music conservatory here in Vienna. He came over here when he was 16 and started to study here on his own. So pretty cool guy. So make sure you watch if you get bored of what we're reading in the meantime, make sure you watch the beginning and the end of that video, because Kamyab's playing on his tar, and it's and he sings at the end as well, and it's really very beautiful. So what else can I say? Nothing. We're going to have another photo shoot with those dresses on we wore that day, because we forgot to do it on the day and actually show the dresses off properly in a photo. So we're going to be making a little trailer about that back at the Shakespeare and Company. And yeah, guys, have a really, if it's the start of your day or the middle of your day, have a great day. I hope you carry on having a good day. Be successful, stay healthy, have good food, have great talks, meet good friends, and just look after yourself. And don't forget to mask up. Okay, I know it's annoying. Honestly, I hate it. I actually didn't go out all weekend, and the reason why I didn't go out all weekend, and for me, even in the middle of a pandemic, that's a bit unusual, because I'll go out for coffee with somebody for 2 hours and hide away somewhere in a corner and separate myself off from people. But, you know, everywhere you go on public transport, you have to wear a mask, and it makes me cough. I just can't help it. You know, any mask, it just makes me cough. So I had to get rid of my cough, because it was making other people worry about why I was coughing. Just 2 days without a mask and it was gone and it stopped. So, but we have to do it, and I understand that, so I'm not complaining. Just look after yourselves and do mask up, because it really, really is very important at the moment, so that we all can carry on living normal lives. And hopefully this is, yes, thank you very much for laughing. I'm sure you found it very funny. I don't know, because it's really horrible, because I'm sitting there going, and you know, you're in the middle of a shopping mall or something, and then suddenly you start coughing and everyone stares at you. You know that feeling, right? So it's not a very pleasant feeling. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Look after yourselves, if it is your evening as well, like it is here in Vienna. I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea. Hi, Jeanette. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea now, and love you and leave you. And hopefully I'm going to have really sweet dreams tonight. I hope you will too, because there is nothing more exciting either than a great adventure when you dream, right? Those adventurous dreams are always really, really cool. Or just something really chill. Those chill dreams are really good as well. So get a good night's sleep in, because sleep is also a great cure at the moment. Oh, my neighbour has got her curtains open, and I hope she's not going to walk across the window naked, because I should get my telescope out. I could be like something in one of those Hollywood movies. I've got to go before I get silly. Guys, have a lovely evening. Many blessings to you. Thank you for the sweet dreams. Thank you for all the hearts and the likes. And maybe we'll see each other tomorrow at the latest Wednesday. Don't forget, I know, right? So seriously, you know those Hollywood films where like the neighbours purposely like walking across in front of an open window naked and hoping that you'll look in? Well, she's just turned her lights on. Exciting times in the 23rd district, everyone. Good night. Have a great evening. Yeah, you're welcome, Tim. Have a great evening, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Many blessings. I've got to say many blessings. Many blessings. Salam. Bye.